Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry dang Christmas. December 25th. Every year. You can count on it. Christmas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming here tonight. I didn't expect anybody to be here at all. I expected 0 people. And there's more than that. There's at least 74 more than that. Thank you all so much for spending your Christmas night with me. Because if I were you, I don't know if I'd want to spend it with me. But I appreciate you for doing it. Amazing, awesome people. I love you all. Every single one of you. And even more. Adam Shelton's in the chat. Tom Lawrence, DC, Scott Moody, Wendy Miller, Paul Kratow, Hank Williams Jr., friggin' Hank Williams Jr., DJ Beacon, Orlando Osario, Cameron Lochner, DJ Beacon, Brian Egan, Jason Anderson, E.T. Phone Home, Beth Higgins. How is everybody doing tonight? Sugar Kitty, Bubble Bath Bourbon, just a wrinkly guy just sitting in his tub, slammed up. Neil Dickerson, Merry Christmas. Right back at you, Neil. Thank you so much. Lone Wanderer 360 says, what the heck? Brent Bailey, Merry Christmas to you as well. Eric Hetzer's in the house. Ryan Tarpey. Jason Anderson. Mike Collins. Mike, Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us tonight. Lyle Cowart. Jen Ortolino. Tom Flanagan. Brent Bailey. Beginning Bourbon. Amy Bohm. Here comes the Bohm. Julie L. Julster's up in here. Hey, Julie. Emily Chambers. Chris Boo. Silencia's in the house. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is so cool that you're spending Christmas here. I know that most of you were just on Trev's stream. Trev, the legend himself, the man who I was listening to, but was trying to get everything set up, and I couldn't just get everything set up that quick. I couldn't go and answer. I couldn't respond to his call out because I was too busy pouring and looking fly. But Trev, I will never compete with you in anything because I cannot win. It's impossible. So if you say you will beat me, I forfeit. Just too good looking. Couldn't ever compete in anything. Seriously. I mean, what would I do? Nothing. Just stare at him in awe, of course. Cooler running. Kevin Campbell. Bev Porter. Hey, Mom, how are you? Love you so much. Merry Christmas. Keith Schmidt, Lone Wanderer. Strolling to the bottom. SG Flying High. Gary Franchi. Merry Christmas. Scott Moody. There's the Trev Wilson himself. Okay. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. I'm scrolling down because we have some business to get to. If I missed your name, we'll get to it. We'll get to each and every single one of you eventually. It's going to be an evening. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Lyle Coward says, for the fancy vest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. For the vest. That is because, well, we'll talk about that in a minute, too. Caitlin Brubaker's in the chat. Reagan Brubaker. Dad and I just had your blend again blend. So good. I think so. I thought it was really good. So did the Mash and Drum. He said it was the best out of like 27,000. That's how many he got. All right. Scrolling to the bottom. We have quickly, before he leaves, to go do 75,000 jumping jacks. A special guest who is looking super skinny. And by skinny, I mean jacked. His name is Hot Buttery Rock Johnson. Rolls. Chris, you're here and looking tattooed and just jacked. How are you, dude?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. How are you?
I am so good. You look phenomenal.
Well, I didn't have a sweater vest, but you basically said wear whatever you'd wear to church, and here we are. This is my favorite fat ass tank top.
I mean, honestly, that the churches that I've been to, overdressed, to be honest.
Well, we've been doing church from the couch for like 8 months, so here we are.
Yeah. I think the standards have changed. So when everything opens back up again, it's going to be weird when people are like going out and they're just holes, like just ketchup and mustard stained shirts and no pants on. And they're like, oh my God, I'd have to learn how to do this all over again.
I hate it.
It's like I thought I only had to dress from here to here, like I am.
Yeah, for a Zoom meeting.
So let's get down to it. Merry Christmas, if you
Merry Christmas, brother.
You're dressed up as Santa Claus. I'm sure you just love the old Christmas. I ate like it was Christmas today. How about you?
Man, I'll be honest. I was super tempted. I ripped into a couple of Reese's peanut butter cups are like my favorite thing, and they had the mystery shapes, and they all were shaped like peanut butter snacks to me. So I ate those. I ate some mint peppermint patties and some cookies. So yeah, I'm off the wagon today, but
it's allowed. I mean, it's Christmas. What are you going to do? Not allow yourself Christmas?
Yeah.
So if any of you out there don't know, myself, well, okay, I called out Chris last week, and I was like, we're doing a 15-week weight loss challenge, and he was like, I already knew that, and I was like, you're so smart. And he was like, I already knew that too, and I was like, there's no competing with Chris either. He's just the best. But anyway, so we have a little bit of a Facebook group that just started, and it's a 15-week weight loss. Just get healthy, lose some weight, shed the extra pounds, and we're going to be weighing in each Friday. Every Friday I live stream at 10 o'clock. We're going to do a quick weight update, and then we're eventually going to get everyone's totals combined here starting next week because Christmas and didn't do it today. But I will. I promise you I will. And I'm going to go back, and the winner of this week will also get a sample, but I don't have the results. But I do have my results. And everybody in the group seemed to have been doing well. Everyone posted their results and they released down like a pound, which is like pretty good for Christmas week, and especially just start. So how was your week? How was your first week of this weight loss challenge? Did you nail it, or were you up all night drinking on live streams?
I was up all night drinking on live streams, but the major difference that I tried to do was not like totally destroying the pantry after the live stream.
Oh yeah,
because man, usually when I get done, I'm pretty drunk and I'm sorry, altered. I'm in an altered state, and I'll go in there and eat a half a bag of Oreos like it's nothing. And so really tried to focus on drinking water instead of eating carbs after the live streams. But I would say overall, it was definitely a first week. It's not going to be the best week, but I was able to eat less than usual. So, the results are on the scale, so that helped.
Good. So, my first week, I started going to the gym. I went to the gym, I think like 4 days. Did I hit the gym hard? Not really. I mean, did I lift some weights? Sure did. Did I hit the treadmill? Yeah. I make a commercial treadmill like stick, like it's belt stick, and it's a pain in the ass. I'm like, I need to lose at least like 20 pounds just to relieve the treadmill, a $3,500 treadmill. And I'm like giving it problems. And it's like, brother, would you speed this up for me? And I'm like, I'm going to do it. But yeah, I did some miles this week, way more miles than I did the week before by a lot. But last week, starting weight 316.2, this morning 309, so down 7.2 pounds. How about you?
Dude, that's freaking awesome. So I did not go to the gym. Like I said, I was trying to do it more with diet this week. Once I get a little bit lighter and it won't literally be hurtful to me to go work out and walk a little bit, I'm going to do that. So probably next week, start doing what you did, do some walking, some light lifting. But I started at 306.6, and just a minute ago, I weighed in at 299.2. Now, I am wearing a weight reduction shirt, so that may have helped a little. But that's a total of negative 7.4 pounds. So we had very similar losses.
Nice. Your percentage of weight loss is higher than mine because you started lighter. And I am so mad right now because how dare you do better than me?
Sorry, bro.
It's okay. No, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Hey, congrats to you too. That's clutch.
So yeah, this week's going to be a big week for me. It's going to be knowing that you beat me this week and knowing that that's unacceptable to me. So I will lose to you again next week and get even more mad until we are both 100 pounds.
I'm in.
And you get there like a week before me, and we will be so gorgeous and so skinny, and just people will be like, "You guys need to eat," and be like, "Well, we already did that. Now it's time to be 100 pounds."
We did that 15 weeks ago. Okay, we're done with that.
I just saw, holy crap, super chat from the man, the myth, the Jason friggin' Busey. Look at Hot Buttery Rolls looking schmexy in that fat shirt, and Matt looking all dapper. There's a reason I'm looking dapper, and it has nothing to do with me not owning a tank top. I own, they're called A shirts, it's tank tops. Yeah. I think I found one recently that was a size large, and I was like, how? I've carried this large tank top around the country several times for years. What am I doing? Jason Busey, thank you for that. Holy crap. That's amazing. You're the best. But so, yeah, congrats, dude. Everybody in the group, too, is down. Everyone's positive. And so if you're interested in joining along with us, there's a Facebook group. It's called it's called HBR versus ADHD Whiskey Weight Loss Challenge, I think.
I believe that's right.
If you search for anything similar to that, I'm sure it'll come up. But yeah, welcome aboard. Let's do it. Let's friggin' do it.
Yes, sir. Man, it's so impressive to see all the people encouraging each other in that group. Your mom being first and foremost. Bev has been an amazing cheerleader to everyone. Thank you, Mama Porter. Merry Christmas. And it's just been great. I think that the accountability and the encouragement is different than anything I've experienced before trying to lose weight.
Yeah. So it's, throughout the week, there's always been the times where in the back of your mind, you're like, I think I should probably not tell anybody, but definitely 100% eat the pizza in the fridge. And then I'm like, oh, son of a gun. I'm going to have to tell him on Friday. So sayonara pizza, close the fridge, hit up the old H2O. Oh, man. The accountability is the craziest part, for sure. I think I was talking to my mother earlier on the phone, Christmas call, and I said, I don't have the willpower I used to have. I used to have the willpower where I couldn't, if I was doing something, I was doing it. And you couldn't talk me into breaking my will. And now I have what I would consider to be none at all. Zero. So the accountability thing must happen. Otherwise, it's just not going to work.
So I'll tell you about my willpower. I went to the store and I really, really wanted eggnog. And so I was going to get the regular eggnog. And instead of getting no eggnog, which would have been the right choice, I bought almond nog. And the flavor of it punished me for my own stupidity. It's not the same.
No, it doesn't sound that good. No. But it's weird because the longer you go not having certain things, the less the things you used to love sound good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, especially sugar. But yeah, the
sugar, 64 breadsticks. I love 64 breadsticks. It's my favorite.
Oh, how many orders is that?
I don't even know. They just keep bringing them.
Oh, like the like Olive Garden Unlimited. Yep. You're like, how many you got back there? Warm. Just bring them out. Are they? If they're not cooked yet, don't care. They're good raw. Just bring them out. DJ Beacon, Matt and Chris combined 15 pounds down, $15. Keep up the great work. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Lyle Cowart, for the LBS guys. Thank you, Lyle. All right. I want to say congratulations. I also want to say the next week you're going down. And I wish you the best, of course. I hope that you lose 1,000 pounds next week. But I want to lose 1,000.1 for sure.
I feel you, buddy. Let's get it on, man. That's what this is about, right? I mean, it's definitely got that air of competition about it. And I know you're a competitor, and I watched you whip the ass of hundreds of people in the world's top whiskey taster competition. So if I get that ass kicking, I'm fine with that. If not, man, I'm challenging a world champion. So
yes. And I must be competitive in something. I gave up competitive tasting a few weeks back. for at least, the time being, because I don't, can't just lose the title. Not that I would, but I can't, especially the Shook. But no, I needed. This is good. This is a good filler for the time being. So I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate your commitment and your positivity, and I freaking love you, man. You're the best.
I love you back, dude. Thank you so much for having me.
Hells yes. We will see you next week. If you are not subscribed to Hot Buttery Rolls, he has a whiskey show. It's Hot Buttery Rolls Whiskey Show. And you need to subscribe to him. I think he's 150 people away from 1,000 subscribers. That should happen before the new year. Otherwise, I give up. I quit.
Man, thanks for that shout out. Yeah, it's. I think I'm right at 850. So
awesome.
Every little bit helps.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on, and especially Christmas. You didn't have to do that.
Oh.
Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great week. We'll talk a lot, I'm sure.
All right, buddy. I'll see you in the chat.
All right, Chris. Take care.
Later.
Yeah. He beat me. He just flat out beat me by was it a lot? No, but it was enough to get beat. So there's that. I love that guy. Seriously though, if you're not subscribed to Hot Buttery Rolls, give him a subscribe. Trev Wilson. If you're not subscribed to Trev Wilson, he just passed 1,000 subs, but still subscribe to Trev because he's the best. The best and the best looking for sure. Julie L, $20 super chat because DJ Beacon and I are in a bit of a standoff tonight and I need the lead. I'll take it. Just don't get too rowdy in here. This is a serious night. This is a very serious night. We can't have too many fisticuffs flying. You can tell it's a serious night because I am dressed as I would dress if I were the world's top whiskey taster, which is the exact outfit I wore when I won the title of world's top whiskey taster. Look at that. Look at it. It's a sweater vest fitting a little bit better than it did back then. Because tonight is my first ever official, what do you call it? Oh boy. Giving out, a title. Yeah. My first official tasting award as the world's top whiskey taster. And I thought that a t-shirt just wouldn't cut it. The sweater vest is what it's all about. And I even combed my hair and my beard. So, I'm serious. And you know that this award tonight for the best barrel proof bourbon of 2020 is a serious award. It's serious. They could put the sticker on their bottle. And I suggest that they do. If they decided that there was, but they should decide that. David Fields, $10 super chat. Roll Tide from Bama country. Greenbow, Alabama. Love me some Forrest Gump. Thank you for the super chat. All right. Amy Bone, $5 super chat. Love you, Matt, but Team HBR here. Merry Christmas. That's all right. I'm basically Team HBR also, because the better he does, the better I got to do. So also Team HBR, 100% all the way. Thank you for the super chat, Amy. I appreciate you. Old Man Joe. Okay. Old Man Joe. I scrolled too far again. $5 super chat says, I love this challenge. I'll kick your lovable heart. If you notice, I have a bit of a black eye. I did not get into a fist fight, although it might look like it. Last weekend, I fell asleep watching Michael Klein's live stream with earphones in my ears with a cord. They weren't wireless. They were wired. And I went to roll over in the middle of the night. And apparently I was laying on the headphones and my phone was on my chest or something. And I don't know, something happened. And the phone hit the cord like this. And then it pulled it out of my hand and whammied me right in the eyeball. Right in the eyeball. True story. I got phoned in the eye in the middle of the night by myself. Black eye. First one in years. But that's what happens. That's what happens when you're not safe with the old headphones. So, public service announcement. Be more careful. Jeff Meager, $5 super chat. What time did the kids wake up this morning? They normal time, actually. Normal time, like 8:30 maybe? I was pretty surprised. I thought they were going to get up way earlier. Thank you for the super chat. Jake Miller, $2. Where's the oh, I don't know. We'll have to ask where that is for sure. Where he is. I wonder if are the shelf turds even in here? Probably not. It's Christmas. I don't blame them. I don't blame. Holy crap! There's 194 people in here on Christmas to watch me taste through these barrel-proof delights tonight to give away a special award on Christmas. Yeah, it's going to be special. It's going to be a good one. We are going to. I haven't drank anything yet tonight because these are all barrel-proof. So buckle up. It's going to get good. DJ Beacon, $25 super chat. Serious night and not too rowdy, and no way I can win, but I got to try to take the lead against Julie Like. Merry Christmas to all. Oh boy. DJ Beacon, thank you. And it's a super serious night. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to do this. First ever award given out here. Official. $20 super chat from Marine Franchi. Looking dapper tonight, Matt. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Oh, Marine, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you too. It is. I'm sad that it's over. That it's almost over. You know. Show. Gary Franchi, I just read your comment. That's pretty funny. That's funny. All right. So this is what we have. Keith says, "Great surprise to end a weird Christmas. I needed this. Thanks, Matt. Happy holiday, Matt. You too, Keith. Heck yeah. Merry Christmas. All right. Tonight. 6 barrel-proof bourbons are going head-to-head. My top 5 barrel-proofs I put into a flight of 2020. And then I added a 6th as a control. A sixth barrel-proof bourbon that is available and much cheaper than the rest of them. To find out how much better these 5 are than the 6th. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. The control bourbon tonight is rare as a Wild Turkey rare breed. I just got it off the shelf. It's just a regular old Wild Turkey rare breed. You can just go into the store and pick up. So that is my control barrel proof bourbon. Will it beat any of my top 5 of the year? And if it does, where will it land? I'm expecting it to come in last place because that's where it should be, right? And then but then I want to see how much better are these more expensive and or harder to find bourbons than rare breed? Like, is it in a distant last or is it hanging in there? So we're going to determine that. I thought that was a cool little thing to throw in there. Just a little pat myself on the back. Good job, Matt. Keith Casey Weld. Keith. Okay, there's 3. Boy. Keith. Weld. Keith. KCWELD. Thank you so much for that. Holy goodness gracious. That's incredible, Keith. Thank you for that. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. Thank you for that. Holy cow. All right. So that's what we're then other 5. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B520. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C920. Stag Junior Batch 14. Colonel E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. And Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 10. I have determined that those are my top 5 barrel-proof bourbons of 2020. But in what order? Who knows? Who will win the crown? We'll find out tonight. We will find out tonight. Who do you guys think is going to win? What do you think is going to win? What do you guys think? I don't know. All right. I've had these glasses poured, actually, before I put the caps on them. I've seriously shuffled them up a lot, and I don't know which one's which, but I'm going to shuffle them again, and then I'm going to randomly number them so that I don't have, I'd have no idea anyway, but still. I told myself I was going to do it this way, so I might as well do it this way. All right. Move the stuff around, and here we go. Let's see. Whoops. I literally almost just spilled an entire Glencairn of barrel-proof whiskey on the floor, but I didn't. There's number 1. David Goldman says money's on Stag Jr. for the win. Possibly. Not a bad guess. I mean, it could happen. Could happen. That batch 14, I wasn't a fan of it right away. Like right when I poured it, I was like, this isn't as good as the rest. And then come to find out, it's really good. It's really good. Random stickers. All right. So the last time I did one of these flights, I had them lettered, but not numbered. Well, it was hard for people to follow along with tasting notes versus like which ones I placed in first, second, third, or fourth place. So that's why I'm numbering them this time, so that we know which glass I'm talking about. So I'm going to put them in order of which I randomly labeled them. Super smart idea. There's 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I had this mostly set up before we started, but now we're set up totally. Now we're totally there. Now I'm just capping them, putting some caps on. They've been sitting here poured for about, it's already 10:30. Holy crap, Porter, get with it. Probably for almost 45 minutes or more. So they've had lots of time to breathe, you could say, for sure. Merry Christmas, everyone, says Kevin Fregosa. Merry Christmas, Kevin. Heck yes. Another Stag Junior 14. Mike Cullerton says C920. James Keene says all our winners. That's definitely true. These are all amazing. Stag Junior. That KO is $2.99. Yeah, that's the big boy. That's the bourbon. It's $2.99. B520, C920, B520, C920, 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 C920. Yes. Bubble Bath Bourbon. Rooting for the underdog, says Rare Breed. Paul says C920. Lots of C920s. Stag 14, B520, C920. Lots of C920s. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's C920 is amazing. It's really good. So it's hard to say what's going to happen here, but I have put C920 and B520 in a flight before, and C920 won. This was a few weeks ago, but every week is different. Every night is different, so you just never know. We never know how the turntables will, tide. Julielle is wanting up DJ Beacon. Please tell DJ Beacon I'm not a quitter. It would take another 6 ounces to quit, but I'm not sure I'll make it through another 6 ounces. Thank you, Julielle, for the super chat. Cooler Running says House of Malt is selling KO Batch 9 for 275. Is that euro? Yeah, in the UK. Is that a lot? Sounds like a lot. One moment. I guess that my dog is whining. She just went out. I don't know what to say. She just went out. She shouldn't be whining. I let her out. And then she went potty, and it was all good. So, let's see. Kaylin Brubaker says, have all the challenge coins been sent out? Yeah. If you haven't got a challenge coin, please email me for sure, because, yes, they are all on their way. 240 people in here. Holy cow. I better get down to the business of getting down. David Babb, $5 super chat, says, I'm waiting to crack open my KO Batch 10. Do it right now. Do it. We're doing it tonight. Let's do it. All right. Glass number 1. What is in glass number 1? We only know that it's one of 6 bourbons. Now we spin it and swirl it and twirl it. Wow. That's a dark bourbon. That is a very beautiful colored bourbon in glass number 1. Let's see what's on the nose here. Oh, wow. Blueberries. Immediately blueberries on the nose. Let's see here. Blueberries. Cold fruits. blueberries, raspberries, right out of the refrigerator. Cherry for sure. Sweet oak. Sweet. Not a lot of oak, but it's definitely hinting at stuff and something that's spent some time in the barrel, which is going to be pretty much all of these. I think, I don't know. The youngest ones here, who knows? Like, I know the Buffalo Trace doesn't say what Stag Junior is. They don't, not officially anyway, or the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. They don't officially say. But I would imagine it's got to be at least aged a little while. James Keene says, if you picked up any of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs this year, you won. Heck yeah, for sure. They've all been really good. Absolutely. I mean, all three are in my top 10 for the year. Let me make this clear too. I haven't tried every barrel proof bourbon that's available this year because I haven't. So like the 2020 like BTAC stuff, haven't tried it. But this is just what has been made available to me. Things I've tried and tasted. So, could there be better stuff out there? Sure. But it's definitely not easy to get the hands on at all. Okay, now there's a little honey. Trying to warm it a little bit in my tiny paws. Just trying to warm it. Trying to warm it up a little bit. Because it's fairly cold, it feels like. But I want to warm it. Definite honey coming off of there. Nice. It smells like a Honey Nut Cheerio a little bit. If it came in an oak box. All right, down the hatch. Pour number one. Wow, that's good. Good grief. Wow. That is a gas station cherry pie that comes in a box with, you pull it out and it's got like the crusted sugar on it. It's not the apple, it's the cherry. But maybe some of the apple too. That was just stored inside of so much alcohol. Freeze dried in it, you could say. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Glass A coming out of the gate. Super strong. And by glass A, I mean glass number one. Making a note like a professional in my beautiful Bardstown Bourbon Company book. One. I'm putting wow. Wow. I'm putting a cherry pie. I'm also putting the word yum and writing so good. That was my notes for number one. Number one is tremendous. Number one is, I'm happy with number one. Let's be honest. That was so good. Just being honest here. Will Zirk. Cheers. Merry Christmas, all. Merry Christmas right back to you, Will. Freaking Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. 365 days and we'll be right back here. Anybody pop something special tonight? I cracked a Jack Daniel's Sinatra. Delicious. Yeah, does anybody else get anything cool for Christmas bottle-wise or open anything neat today? That Sinatra is actually, it's a dang good pour. I've had a sample of it and I really enjoyed it. Mike Latino, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, now one. Let's see here. I'll put it over here. There. Perfect. Perfect. Now two. Bringing two in front of me here. Mike Latino says, Merry Christmas. Currently drinking Eagle Rare from a plastic cup. I'm stuck in bourbon equivalent of the Island of Misfit Toys. Oh, okay. That took me the longest time to figure out what the heck you were talking about. The bourbon equivalent, I still don't really know, of the Island of Misfit Toys. Are you saying that you're just surrounded by a bunch of toys? Because that's my life too. Just everywhere. Toys everywhere. I'm warming up the second glass as we speak. Just getting a little bit up there. Oh, Stanley Wagner Jr. asked a bit ago if I saw Dan L's cork pop. I did with the machete. Very impressive. I told him that his middle name was probably like, and his last name must be Danger. Dan like Danger. Because who does that? Crazy people with knives and bourbon and gigantic guts. Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty good. Those guys are in a cork popping war. So it's brutal, the war that they're in. And I would imagine that it's going to continue. Dan and Sean Opperman, just back and forth, back and forth. Ernie Brubaker, the Brubaker maker himself, just cracked Kentucky All Batch 10. Friggin' awesome. Yeah, I've only had, I think, one pour out of that, and I was very impressed. And I was like, this is immediately going in the best of flight for sure. So I'm glad you enjoyed it too, Ernie. It's a real good pour. Dave says, Merry Christmas. I got someone messed up on my bourbon collection. I warned him. All right. I got someone messed up on my bourbon. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Dave. The Cannon himself. Looking sharp tonight, you friggin' legend. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. I did. Today was a really good day. Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate you being so nice and awesome. Friggin' the Cannon himself. The Cannon himself. Cheech Artolino, $10 super chat. Somehow I walked into a store yesterday and walked out with a 2020 Eagleware 17, a Christmas miracle. Oh my gosh. I've never seen a Buffalo Trace Antique Collection bottle in a store ever. And I'm talking about not even like the crazy stores that are charging $1 million a bottle. I've never seen one. Never seen one. That's incredible. Lyle says you should have put them on your fridge again. That's funny. Yeah, I was storing some whiskeys above the refrigerator and they got nice and toasty up there. Stanley says, looking great, but I'm just waiting for you to tell us how much we will use trigonometry when we are adults, Mr. Porter. Well, you won't. And don't ask me any more questions. You're in detention for the next 6 weeks. And you will like it there with no lunch. Study hall's canceled. Class B, whoa. Banana-y? What is that banana like? Virus and threat protection. Windows Defender summary. Get off him. I'm doing something. I'm busy. You're going to need threat protection because I'm coming after you for screwing me up in the middle of this. Get out of my way. See fewer notifications. Close. Get out of my face. Sorry. Stupid antivirus trying to protect me. I was in the middle of giving nosing notes. Oh, I'm giving out a serious award tonight. Weirdly enough, like a plantain, it's not as sweet as a banana. It has like plantain. Have you had like the fried plantains at like a nice restaurant? They make like the best fried plantains. That's what I'm getting on here. And also like a baked bread. So kind of like I guess it's not as sweet as a banana bread would be, but like a plantain bread, if that were a thing. Very interesting. Huh. Super strange. That nose was, when I pulled the cap off of it, it was like, what the heck is that? Jordan Casca just opened my Bardstown Discovery number 4. It's so complex. My new favorite, I believe. 100%. That will be in the running for Bourbon of the Year for me. For sure. It is. I'm going to do a blind tasting of a bunch of stuff, and that'll be in there just to see what the heck. How good is it? It's really good. Number 3 is really good. I think number 4 is better. And number 3 is amazing. Lyle, I thought about putting gibberish in the super chat to see a reaction, but decided just to tell you that you freaking rock. Lyle, you freaking rock. And that's not gibberish. That's the truth. Don't say banana, you'll trigger Dan. Yeah, well, I mean, I went the plantain route. I did. I went the plantain route. Whoops, just skipping chat like an idiot. Will Henderson, MVP himself, from center field says, Merry friggin' Christmas. You too, Will. Just a gentleman. A gentleman and a hell of an athlete, that Will Henderson. All right. Now that's a little bit warmer. It's a good nose. This is a good nose too. Solid nose. It's going for a taste. Whoa. The heck? Wow. Good grief. That was powerful and delicious. I'm trying to take my time because drinking these too close together, it's kind of hard sometimes to pick stuff apart because they're barrel strength. So I'm making my way slowly through this. And I would say, wow, what the heck? I can't even put my finger on what flavors that was. Like, that was just an experience. It wasn't like you are sipping something and have the ability to be like, oh, raisins and cornbread, or like, this was more like a hold on to your seat and just let it take you away. And in the best of ways, it's like the best roller coaster. So good. Jeez Louise. Second sip. Dang, that's good. There is like a very nice oak presence on here. Is there a little bit of nut? Not a peanut, not an almond. This is more like a candied pecan or pecant. This is glorious. The very end is a little bit drying, but that's just the product of alcohol. It is really good. Man, between 1 and 2, I have no idea which one I like better. I do know that I love them both a lot. Should I make notes for number 2? I don't even know what I would put. I have no notes for number 2. Just wow. Really good. Sorry if I'm missing any chat. I am going through experiences with these things, and I'm giving out a major award. So I have to be on my A game here. Oh, that's good. That's some good water. Good water from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Straight from Lake Superior. Maybe not. But maybe. Probably not. But close by, for sure. Oh boy, it's here. Russell B. says, my Christmas bottle was from my awesome wife, who drove me 9 hours round trip to get a bottle of Midwinter Night Dram at retail. Wow, what a wife. Holy smokes. That's a long trip for a bottle, and she sounds amazing. And the Midwinter Night Dram, so good. So stinking good. Hopefully you enjoy it. Just a ton. Just so much. Because for 9 hours, it better be worth it, right? But yeah, that's a good bottle and a good wife. Richie Z says, Matt, many of us still haven't had a taste of Beagle Rare, which is like all of you. Do you have any left for maybe a giveaway? No, I don't. There was, that was a 750 milliliter bottle that was returned to me, and I had, I don't even know how much, maybe like a half ounce when I made my, like the final Beagle Rare video. And then I sent everybody who was involved with it a sample so they could taste the final product. And then I bottled the remaining in a 200 milliliter bottle that we auctioned off for charity. And then I had, I think, a 1 ounce sample for myself left that I gave away to a random person in the chat that night. Oh, and we auctioned off another 1 ounce bottle. So there's 2 1 ounce bottles and a 200 milliliter, and those were all either auctioned off or given away. So unfortunately, it was all gone immediately. So no more of that. But that would be, I wish I did. I wish we had like a half gallon of it, but we didn't. We just didn't. But yeah, that was a fun project. We're going to do another one hopefully soon. Hopefully real soon. All right. Trev Wilson's playing Warzone. Jeez. Sounds like something I'd be terrible at. I would go hide places and hope that my team would win. Glass 3. Glass 3 is green apple. Green apple, a little bit of pear. Like a cinnamon sprinkled apple inside of a dish with pear. So it's like white fruits, I guess you would say, light colored fruits. Maybe some green grapes. Maraschino cherry, sweet oak. You know, this is a very what I would consider to be traditional sweet bourbon nose. Brown sugar. Definite caramel. It's nothing out of this glass is screaming extremely unique. It's actually screaming more like you've smelled this before lots of times, but it's a tremendous smell. Fantastic nose. Julie says, didn't DJ Beacon win the Beagle Rare giveaway? Oh shoot. I think he might have won the 1 ounce sample. Actually, I know Dramhound won the 200 milliliter bottle. I think DJ Beacon might have won one of the 1 ounce samples. All right. Glass number 3 down the hatch. Holy cow, that's good. What the heck? Oh wow. You know those caramel apple suckers? Get the caramel apple suckers. You know what I'm talking about. They're green suckers covered in caramel. That immediately reminded me of that. Sorry that a lot of my tasting notes revolve around sweets, but it's the way the world works. Oh boy. That was an extremely alcoholic caramel apple sucker. Or like a sour green apple Jolly Rancher. Wow. Not a ton of oak on this one, but it's present. It's there. It's there. It's definitely there. But it's not out front. The oak on here is like in the posse, but not at the front of the pack. Caramel apple suckers and sour apple Jolly Ranchers are like the 2 leaders of the pack. But if you look past them a little bit and you try in the back there, way in the back is Oak standing back there, and he's like, I'm back here. Yeah, I can see you now. That's the way this works. Man. That's a candy sweet nose. That's a candy sweet nose. When I first tasted it, the very initial reaction I had was, okay, this isn't as good as the other 2. And then it took off. It took off like one of those jets on the aircraft carriers that don't even need a runway. They just go straight off the deck, and then they go what the hell? How did that happen? Sort of world are we living in where that's possible? Thought you needed some sort of downforce or some sort of, I have no idea how science works, but why did it just do that? It's the way this worked. Just took off. And I loved it. I loved it a lot. So far, through 3 glasses, I don't have any of them ruled out. They could all be barrel proof bourbon of the year in my book, for sure. Hey, R Hip says $5. Thank you, R Hip. Appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Bobby Dunbar, $5 super chat says, what the heck? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Bobby Dunbar. Lyle Cower says, this is exactly what I get from B520. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not trying to, I don't want to try to think about what they are. I'm really trying hard to not think about which one is which. So I appreciate your comment, but I refuse to engage in communications with you regarding my feeling on whether or not it's Elijah Craig, because I'm not even going there in my head, even if I've went there in my head. Refuse to talk about it because I went there, but I didn't want to. Another $5 super chat from R Hip. The year is 2024. It's not. It's 2020. So you're already wrong. You were installed by YouTube cult as in, okay, where is this going? I'm trying to, this is a serious tasting competition. Called as Emperor of the, well, I should read this quietly before out loud. Your YouTube cult as an Emperor of the United States. What is your first action you take? Oh, geez, Louise. Probably call you immediately. I would look you up and say, how did you know this? And what does it mean? Why on earth did you come to me in 2020 on Christmas with this nonsense that came true? What is happening? And then I would expect you to tell me. Because if you couldn't tell me, then everything's falling apart and I have no idea what to do. That's just the honest truth. James Evans says, wish I could get my hands on King of Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Let's just say this. If King of Kentucky were available and I had a bottle, it would be in this flight. Because King of Kentucky, phenomenal, fantastic, wonderful, maybe the best ever. Unfortunately, nobody can drink it. So I kind of feel like, although a lot of the bourbons in this flight are hard to get, I mean, I got them. I did get them. So it's not like there's no BTAC in here because I can't get BTAC. I can't get it. Neither can you. And if you can get it, then you're super lucky. But I can't. So I've tried samples of stuff, but it's like I can't get my hands on those bottles. So I don't feel like it's realistic for me to put those sample tastings into a competition. So only things I was able to get bottles of, or that people sent me that they were, stuff like that. So I don't know what even started that rant. Jeez Louise. Oh, the King of Kentucky. It's right there on the screen, Porter, if you just read it out loud. Julie L., I congratulated you for winning everything in advance the following week before the show even started. Her and DJ Beacon still going back and forth. Back and forth. Dave says, what are you looking forward to in 2021 bourbon-wise? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. No clue. I'm looking forward to my personal blend at the Bard Sound Bourbon Company with Steve Nally. The most, for sure, 100%. But it's weird because you don't even know what to look forward to until they get there's information leaked. But the bourbon industry is weird, the whiskey industry, because like let's say someone's designing a car, right? Like the people who are into cars know about it way ahead of time. They're like, they're redesigning the Mustang, and it's going to be a 4-cylinder turbocharged blibbity blibbity. And everyone's like, that's a stupid idea. We should never do that. And other people are like, better gas mileage, EcoBoost, turbocharger, Wibbity wow. And then other people are like, that's so dumb. In the whiskey industry, they're like, oh, by the way, Old Forester 150th edition will be out in a month. And they're like, I guess that's going to happen now. So I don't know. I'm just looking forward to spending time with all you guys and just having lots of fun and tasting through stuff and enjoying stuff together, sharing stuff and having an awesome community, because bourbon's not going to get worse. It's only getting better, I was going to say, but I'm not sure if that's true. But the community is all I'm looking forward to, and we'll work on the releases as we go, for sure. I already spun the crap out of this. Put it and smell it. Ooh. That is an Okie SOB. SG Flying High, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for the super chat. Chris Bragg. We did. We had a great Christmas, Chris. The girls just friggin' ripping open presents, eating candy, doing everything we told them not to do. Just a tremendous day. Well, yeah, I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you so much. Hope you guys had a great Christmas also. John Reese, I was late, but I made it. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. 250 in the chat. 250. Holy cow. It's ridiculous. Thank you so much for everybody for being here on Christmas night. We're an hour deep and it looks like growing in viewers. Thank you so much, everybody who's here, as I do my first official award as the World's Top Whiskey Taster. It's exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. Julie L's going to bed? I refuse to accept it. Did she say goodnight? Son of a gun. Oh, Julie L's going to bed. Okay, so on StreamYard, when someone tags me, I can't see it. It like, doesn't highlight it, so I'm sorry if I missed tags. Dang it, Julie. All right, you go to bed. Get some good sleep. Merry Christmas. Thank you for being in here on Christmas at all, period. Appreciate the heck out of you. You're the best, and we'll talk soon. Have a good night, Julie. David Coleman, Merry Christmas, Matt. Is there a way we could pre-order your blend from Bars on Bourbon Company? No, not yet. Hopefully it's available. Hopefully it's something that they make available for purchase. Hopefully. So that's still something I'm wondering about. We haven't really talked about it at all, but I will let them know that the people demand it. They demand it. 250 and only 149 likes. Julie left. That means there's only 148. Son of a gun. Hit the like button, everybody. Help me out. Help a brother out. Hit the like button or I will just get so serious that nobody will even like it at all. Yeah, Ben says that Hot Buddy Rolls is 146 subs from 1,000. Let's get him there. Agreed. Definitely, everybody. Hop on the old Hot Buddy Rolls train and subscribe to him, please. Justin Jonas, familiar last name, is going to pour some Pikesville. Heck yeah, you should. Pikesville's a good one. Old Man Joe, best to you as well. Dave says, will you give your patrons an early buy chance of your mix? I don't know if it's available and if I have any say on how it's made available. Yes. If it were up to me, then yeah, of course. Patrons, of course, get first grab at it. Absolutely. But I don't think that that's how they would release it if they did. But then again, I do not know because we haven't talked about it yet. All right. This is dark fruits. Like raisins, dates, a little bit of tobacco, and some oak. Very nice note. I do like this nose a lot. This is different from the rest. This is more what I would consider to be, I don't know if it's older or not, but it so good. Let's taste it. Let's see if it holds up on the palate. That's good. It is a little nutty. This is what happened there. This one was like, as soon as they hit the palate, like a burst of like barrel char. And then I was really expecting it to just take off because I thought that's what it seemed like it was going to do. But then it kind of fell flat a little bit, and a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of, is good. But I don't know if that's my favorite. I'll have to go taste back through it. The nuttiness threw me off a little bit. And then the fall off. It didn't explode on the palate like the other three did. This one is good. It's really good. But I don't know if it can compete in the top three. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. A little bit of water here. And we'll move on to glass 5. James Taylor's going to go grab a dram of Stag Junior. Heck yeah. The 14 is in the flight tonight. It's in the running. It's in the dang running. Scrolling through chat here. Edward Fulmer is schlammered. It's Christmas. I think as long as you don't have any extremely what's the word? Like you're allowed to be schlammered on Christmas. Unless you can't be. In which case you shouldn't be. But if you have no restrictions to what you should be doing, it's Christmas, man. Just, Christmas. Love Christmas. 5. 5? 5 is cornbread. And leather. Cornbread and leather, which is a weird combo. I'm not getting a ton of fruit. I'm not getting... Oh, maybe this is going to be... Okay, I'm going to give it a swirl. This might start coming to me as something a little bit more floral than the other ones, maybe. I don't know. I'm just spinning it, hoping for the best. Oh, I should probably spin it this way so you can see that the beautiful Bardstown Bourbon Company glass, such a nice glass, such a nice distillery. Oh, man. Swirling it and twirling it. All right. Lyle says Matt has a palate such that I'm sure he knows exactly what he's drinking at each sample, even though it's blind. They're barrel proof. So, I mean, I'm not trying to look at what I'm drinking. I'm trying to decide what I like the best. So I'm trying to get my brain out of that. I don't want to think about what it is. I'm trying to think about what I like the most and what it's doing in my mouth, like the experience I'm having. Because realistically, I'm familiar with some of this stuff. Some of it less than others, but I would say that a lot of times I think that I do know what I'm drinking, and then when I reveal it, I'm very surprised. So there's that. Oh, did I miss a super chat? I don't think so, but I might have. Oh boy. I don't think so. I think we're good. If I did, I'm so sorry, but I don't think that I did. All right. James Evans says, I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there. All right. Down the hatch. Wow. That's really good too. Son of a bee. This is going to be way harder than I thought. Way harder. Crap. This is a dogfight. That was oaky and nutty and delicious and dark fruits. There was an appearance of blueberries there, but not overwhelming. Just a dab of blueberries, a dab of cracker, oak. And by cracker, I mean like a graham cracker, like a sweet cracker. Like if you're familiar with a blueberry Belvita cracker, that's particularly what I was thinking about. But not everybody's tried those. Oak, nuts, blueberry Belvita cracker. Very good. What the heck? Oh boy. I think I like that more than number 4. Jeez Louise. It's getting difficult. All right. We're into the last glass here. This is glass 6. I'm going to have some water, and then I'm going to get into the nose and then taste it. Jacob Sykes says, watching from Minnesota and a member of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite, you did a fantastic job with our advent calendar. Oh, thank you so much. I enjoyed the heck out of that. I've never done a video every day for 25 days straight, so it was different for me. It was a lot of nonstop editing and then shooting videos. So it's like drinking and editing, and I loved it. So super happy that I was even invited to do it. Super happy that, the calendar, it was great pours. It was a good time. It was all positive stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I loved it. I can't wait to work with you guys again, and just new friends, man. Meeting new people who love the same thing I love. It's the best. Steve Tech 5150. Matt, your advent calendar was a riot this month. Got to sneak my wife's debit card back into her purse now. Merry Christmas. Good luck. Good luck with that. Probably do it when, I don't know, when she's really mad at you. Don't do it then. It's a terrible idea. I wouldn't suggest sneaking it back. Oh, how about you tell her, say, you dropped this. Why is this on the floor? And she's like, how did I do that? And you're like, I don't know, but you should probably take better care of things like this, because who knows what could happen if it fell into the wrong hands. Little does she know the wrong hands were yours. Right. Hit the thumbs up, says Will Henderson. I agree with that. Agree with it. Hit the thumbs up. My mama says, super chat from Springer, 1981. Where did I miss it? I missed it? Son of a gun. It's going back. So hard. So high. There it is. Whew. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. Always looking out for me. Glass 6. Springer 1981 says, have you had barrel batch 26? I have not. I have had 21 and 14 maybe? I don't know. I've heard great things about it and wondering your thoughts. Merry Christmas. I have not had batch 26. But those are all so unique and different that who knows? Who knows what's in those glasses or in those bottles? This nose is phenomenal. There's a little bit of citrus on this one. A little bit of citrus. Maybe like, have you ever had the little tiny oranges? They're not really oranges. They're like cuties or something like that. It smells like a cutie that you soaked inside bourbon for several months. I do. Okay. I can't get over how dark this one is too. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. If you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at, that's not even like Mobile One synthetic. That's like Mobile One synthetic after 3,000 miles. Holy cow. It's a beautiful color. And I try not to pay attention to color because I don't want any indication on age. Just the taste and the nose and the finish, but I can't get over how dark that is. It's incredible. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. Oh my gosh. That's a competitor. Good grief, gravy. That is tremendous. It is something that takes your breath away almost. It does. 100%. It's gone. I can't breathe. It's back. I can breathe again. That is holy cow. Like fair almonds, like the sugared cinnamon almonds that come in the little tube, like the triangle, like the shaped like a cone. Dark chocolate. There's a fruity, like a chocolate covered raisin, like a dark chocolate covered raisin, and barrel char. Man, that is, I can't even. But the way that it progresses and hits and then finishes is what the progression of flavors, I guess you could say, which some people will call complexity. I would imagine it's like boom, 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 twist, turn. Oh, you guys ever ride a school bus that when you go over a certain hill at a certain miles per hour, it makes your belly go, whoa, and you kind of feel funny for a second? That's the kind of bourbon that is. It's like a tickle belly bourbon where you're like, whoa, what was that? Feel funny for a second. That was so good. Tremendous. So good. Love it. What the heck was that? Oh, man. All right. I think, to be honest, that might be moving into the old first place for me realm. That was glass number 6. If you noticed, I stopped taking notes after glass 1, which is interesting because I thought I was going to utilize those way more. But turns out, way less. All right. Oh boy. Now I can't reach the mouse over all these glasses. Idiot. I'm so dumb. Scrolling through. Paul says, looks like we have a winner. No, not even close. Because number 1, number 2, and number 3 were all tremendous. Like, to the point of, I came off of a couple that I weren't extremely over the top about. So hard to say that they're the best, that it's the best. So I'm going to go, I think, geez. And by the way, these are all really good. Like, really good. I can't necessarily say that one of them is like, I think that there's one that's like not quite up to par with the rest. And I thought that might be the way going in, but I'm also not sure that that's the one I thought wasn't going to be up to par, if you understand what I'm talking about. Pretty good like to viewer ratio, Matt. Well, how many likes are we at? 253 people in chat. How many likes? I don't even know. 208. That's not bad. That's really good. That is really good. I like that. I like that. I like that viewer to like ratio. All right. I'm going to here. Taste number 4 one more time. That's good. I don't even know really like how this one is. It does have a little, it's not a young note, even though I feel like it could be a young note. You know what? It's not a young note. It's corn. It's not coming through like a young whiskey, but it's coming through as like a higher proof, high corn whiskey. And I get that in Booker sometimes. I do. I get that in like some Booker's whiskeys where it just comes through overly corny. That's kind of where this is coming, the glass 4. And I don't know if it's something that I especially love. I'm taking glass 4 out of the running. So glass 4 will be in last place. And that is what I have to say about that. Now we have, geez Louise, 5 in the running. I'm going to sip number 5 again. I think 5 could have possibly been ruled out of the running, but I need to be fair here. Yeah, Mike says number 4, you said fell flat last time. Exactly the same second sip, the second tasting, second run through, good, and then it faded off into a more corn forward, it wasn't a one note. It wasn't a one note wonder, but all the rest of them have like twists and turns and curvy roads that this one did not have, if that makes sense. All right, glass number 5. I'm getting a little bit more breakfasty on number 5 this time. Syrup and waffles. Yes, syrup and waffles. What kind of waffles? That's the hard part. Are they the thick, amazing waffles that we love so much? Or are they the freezer Eggos that we put in the toaster and just sit by the toaster, twiddling our thumbs for 45 seconds until they're toasted? That's the real question here. And I would say that it's maybe leaning more towards a gourmet frozen waffle. Not an Eggo, but like not the best like gourmet restaurant either. Maybe like an IHOP waffle. That is so good. I'm not going to fib. That's tremendous. Gosh dang it. Now that in my brain, I was thinking this is an IHOP waffle. Now I'm getting the breakfast notes on the palate. And there's butter, the good kind, grass-fed, Kerrygold, salted butter, and waffle, the best waffle. It's a good waffle, and it is coming right to you, right when you're at the most hungry. After like they bring you your coffee with cream, of course, and it's so much Splenda, and then they're like, "Oh, your waffles are already ready," and you're like, "That's great because I'm starving." First bite into that waffle, boom, so good. I love it. I love it so much. I would think that the first sip, I was thinking of ruling it out, but now I can't rule it out. I just can't do it. It's that good. So I'm gonna go back to, this is glass 3. Do I like glass 4 more than 3? Let's find out. Whoa. It's weird because the first time you go through them, they taste one way. And then you go backwards and then things start to change. Number 3 is all of a sudden smelling more medicinal. It's tasting more medicinal. It is, what the heck? Okay, let's be honest here. The Ludens cherry cough drops are good. We love Ludens. And if you don't love Ludens, then what the heck? You know that you do. This is more of a Hall's cherry cough drop. The ones that you want to like, but you just don't. It's really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying this is bad because it is very good. It's really good. But the second trip through, is bringing out a medicinal note, a little bit of a medicinal note that is. I got that. I got to taste it again. I got to find out if that's still there. If that's still there, then I need to bump this glass down a notch, a little bit. Wow. Yes. It's powerful. It's good. But if you know the flavor of a Hall's cherry cough drop, it's really coming out strong here. It's coming out strong. And do I like it? Oh, yeah. This is phenomenal. Is it better than glass? What the hell glass is that? Glass 5. Okay, what order am I in here? I had 6th in first place. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 4th. Okay, that makes way more. Okay. I forgot I had these out of order. I got confused for a second. Do I like this more than 5th? No. I like number 5 more than I like number 3. So let's make that change. Do I like 3 more than number 4, which is currently in last place? Yes. 100%. I would say that I definitely have a last place, and now we're working our way through. So let's try taking all the caps off these now. Let's try number 2. Number 2 is a very good nose. Hey, look at that. Oh, you guys are talking about something that, geez, DJ Beacon. DJ Beacon is talking my language here. DJ Beacon and James Evan DJ Beacon loves the batch 28 of Cigar Blend. So I have a batch 28 of Cigar Blend right back there. And I was going to include it in the flight tonight because it's phenomenal and it's barrel proof. And I wanted to see how it would compete with straight bourbons. But the professional in me was like, there's no room for a finished bourbon in this flight. So I decided to go against that wish of my own. And I'm going to have to put the Cigar Blend batch 28, which is a definite candidate for my whiskey of the year, in a different flight to determine how good it is, because it's phenomenal. I wanted to put it up against these so bad, but I didn't want to tarnish the image, the reputation of straight bourbon whiskey, because it's not one. It's finished, and it's just different. And as Fred Minnick would say, and I'm just truly mirroring Fred Minnick tonight, obviously, not really. He's more of a professional, I would say. But he has a point that we can't just lump finished bourbons in with bourbon, because bourbon means bourbon, and they have rules. And if you start twisting around the rules and start giving it leeway, and you start naming a finished bourbon of the year, then who knows what's going to happen in the future to bourbon. And I don't want anything to happen to bourbon, because I friggin' love bourbon. And if China makes bourbon in 2029, and I'd consider myself to be part of the problem if I said that a finished bourbon was bourbon of the year in 2020, because it's not officially a bourbon. It's not. It's its own category. So I couldn't lump it in, but I wanted to so bad. But my inner Fred Minnick said, Porter, don't do it. And I listened to my inner Fred Minnick today. Will I next week? Probably not. I'll listen to my inner Dan Shook next week and long pour it on the table. All right, this is number 2. Glass number 2 is really sweet and oak and amazing. James Evan agrees with me. Thank you, James, for being on board with my decision-making process. Hey, Rock Art Review says, looking sharp, ADHD Whiskey. Rock Art Review, Ed, this is my first official award as the world's top whiskey taster, officially. That's my official title, and I'm going to use it as much as I can. If the title of this video seemed pretentious, I'm so sorry, because it kind of is. But at the same time, why not friggin' use it? World's top whiskey tasters, top bourbon, top barrel proof bourbon of the year. Sounds so good. And it's also true, even though it's not true. Is it my title? Oh, yeah. Are there people who are better at tasting whiskey than me? Not even close. I would say that I'm going to use that title in more of the titles of my videos to possibly gain more views because I think it might work. And it might backfire. Who knows? But at the same time, gotta do what a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. Am I wrong? Easiest way to win the weight loss challenge, says Sugar Kitty, is to let the inner Fred and Dan out of you. That's a great idea. All right, down the hatch. Oh my God, that's good. Ooh. That is good. It is great. I love it a lot. It is pleasuring. It makes me very happy. Unfortunately, and I hate to say it, it's really good. And for me, okay, I got to stop right here. Got to put the glass down, and I got to apologize to anybody who, okay, I'm a total whiskey snob tonight, and I look like one, and I am so sorry. But I am critically judging, so critically, 6 different barrel strength, barrel proof bourbons, trying to determine which one is the best. So I'm not looking at, are these good? I'm looking at, is there anything that's possibly off-putting about these drinks in the least way? And I found one on that one. Glass number 2 has what I would consider to be a sawdustiness to it. Like a peanut shell mixed with a miter saw in a sawmill. A tiny bit on the finish. And I picked it up, and now I can't let it go. And it's my fault because I'm just being so, these are under a microscope, a big one. And I just can't. Why does it taste like a little, damn it. None of these are, I feel bad because these are all the best on the planet, according to me. But I'm just trying to nitpick them. And who am I to do that? I'm just some schlub. Some schlub. I have no business saying that anything's wrong with any of these because there's nothing wrong with any of these. These are amazing. But I need to pick a winner, and I need to be honest and say that one, although phenomenal, for some reason had a little bit of a note that I couldn't forget about. I got to taste it again. Sweet. Oh, caramel. Charred oak. It's on the finish. There it is. Drying. A little bit of, okay. Wow. Okay, there it is still. It's still there. It's a lingering. All I picture is this. With like the flying, like particulates are in the air and then falling down into the fermentation tank of whiskey. And they turned a phenomenal perfect score bourbon into just below that. And I think that I must move. Geez, we're actually, wow. 2 down. And I think, okay, now this is what I'm going to do, because we're to this point. I'm trying to determine a winner here. I need to taste number 5 to find out if I think number 5 is better than number 2. Because if I enjoy 2, okay, I just tasted 2. Is 5 better or worse? Let's find out. Wow. I think 5 must have been the IHOP breakfast, because that's what I'm getting now. I love 5 a lot. Tasting it after number 2, number 5 moves up a notch. So currently, number 5 moved from 5th place to 3rd place. And we only have 2 ahead of it currently. We have number 1 and number 6. And these 2, I think, are going to be battling for 1st place. I could be wrong. 5 might pull up some sort of crazy upset, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. What I do know is that some water is needed. All right, that's good water. One more sip. This is difficult. If you guys have never done this, if you try it, you kind of understand. There is, so when it's such high proof stuff, it's overwhelming. It's all overwhelming. So it's like you're trying to see like what it does on the palate, how it finishes, how it coats the mouth, if the nose is enjoyable. Some of the notes that you're going to get after sipping through these things a couple times, the notes start to fade a little bit, and you're only left with the experience of the whiskey. If you're new to this, if you have never done this, you're going to be gone after like trying one back to back. Like, palate fatigue is real, and it's hard to sip this many and judge them. I don't know how Fred Minnick does it, because he sips like a jillion of them, and he's like, he can continually give notes. And geez, Jason from the Mash and Drum, another one, 2 guys who have much better palates than me. But it's a job. Barrel strength bourbons, sipping them like over and over again, trying to determine a winner is difficult. It's not easy work. It's not hard work either, though. It's fun work. I love doing this. This is the best. It's the best. Would I trade it for anything? Probably not. Maybe a ginormic yacht with $4 billion in it. Then I'd trade for it. But then I'd just buy all the whiskey. James Evans says, I don't know how you do this without notes and all these good bourbons. Well, I started with notes, and then I realized it was going to be too cumbersome, like too much. I don't know. I sipped the first glass, the second glass, and I could have given notes. Then by the third glass, I'm like, why do I even need notes? Like, this is all based on experience, like how the experience is. So like, if I enjoy, I don't know, I thought the notes were going to help too. Let's be honest. I brought a friggin' book and I started writing notes, but I stopped because when I go 1 to 6, it's much different than when I go 6 back to 1. Everything changes. So notes would help a little bit, but I feel like this is how I feel. Totally honest. Going 1 to 6 It is experiencing each glass. And then when I start retasting, I'm starting to tell differences and flaws a little bit. Like which one I like the first run through, I'm like, good, 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 pretty good, pretty good, good. And then I come back and I'm like, oh, I don't like this about it. Then I don't like this about it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And everybody's different. So everyone's experience is different. But yeah, I thought notes would help too. But totally wrong about it, I guess. Yes, fun work. Jason is quite amazing, but you're right up there. No, Jason's way better than me. Michael Klein. If you're not following Destination Bourbon on YouTube, Michael Klein has probably the best palate that I know. He's the world's top whiskey taster, I would imagine. He has a phenomenal palate. He's got a great what do you call it? He recalls stuff really well. Oh man, that guy's the best. I'm glad he didn't enter the competition. If Klein entered the competition, I would have lost like immediately because he has the best palate that I know of, and he's proved it over and over again. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. Just stop beating me at stuff. That guy's got the best palate. But then Jason from the Mash and Drum, also phenomenal. Both of those guys just ridiculous. Stephen Kemper says, I'm looking dapper AF. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see how number one fares against the group. Xavier Perez, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Matt Porter, you are the man and a treasure in this community. Oh, dude, thank you so much. That's not true. I am super nice of you to say, though. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the kind words. Klein is a muscle memory of whiskey, says Sugar Kitty. That's true. But can Klein blend? Probably not. Maybe. Actually, yeah. What am I talking about? Klein blended a bottle at J. Mattingly that I paid a lot of money for because it was really good. And still the answer to your question is yes, he can. Could I blend better? Probably. But probably not. Klein is the jack of all trades and the master of all trades, which is really rare. Not sure if you noticed, but your TV is on fire. No. My mom says lots of super chats. I know. I talked about Xavier Perez. I was super thrilled that he did that. I think that I got Uncle Bucks. Hopefully I got Uncle Bucks. Scrolling up. Yes, Uncle Buck says, oh shit, I missed Uncle Bucks. I'm a jackass. I'm so sorry, Buck. Mom, thank you again. Holy crap. My mom coming in solid. I love ending my B-day with a live from ADHD. Buck, your birthday's on Christmas? Dude, Merry Christmas and happy birthday. Merry Christmas, all. Hope your stockings were full. Dude, that's a double whammy for you today. What a great day. So sorry. If I missed anyone on Super Chats, please, everybody, just yell at me. So my mom doesn't have to do it, because that's a little embarrassing. It's not super embarrassing, but at least a little bit. Justin Massman says, loving the sweater vest. Keep up the good work. You the man. Dude, the sweater vest is where it's at when I'm super serious. You could not take me any more serious than you are right now. Sweater vest? Friggin'. I got this whole outfit from that gigantic person store. What's it called? DXL or something? Yeah. Sweater vest, friggin'. Button-up shirt. I combed my hair and my beard. Just looking like I mean business. My mom says more before. I missed more super chats. Why are you not telling me until now? Scrolling up till Springer 1981. Oh, geez Louise, I did miss that. Fred Minnick picked Barrel Batch 28 second to Pappy 15 for Whiskey of the Year for 2020. That's why I asked. Oh, yeah, I didn't. I saw that he picked Pappy 15. I didn't catch that he picked Barrel Batch 28. Huh. Was that a... Geez. I know that Barrel Batch 21 won an award earlier this year, but that... I know nothing about the 28 at all. Stanley Wagner Jr. $5 super chat. Dan Shook is laying on the ground in the bunker in the fetal position, crying and screaming like a baby because he said how great Klein's palate is. Well, okay. First of all, this glass number 1, I am in love with, and I think I would marry it if that were something you could possibly do with bourbon. Oh, Lord. Wow. Okay. I'm saying this right now. Glass number 1 is either in first or second place. Good grief. That is everything that a man or woman or whatever, that's such a what the heck. That just makes you wonder what else, like how could they make anything better than that? It is the best cocktail cherries, the best trail mix, the best sweet oak. It's perfection almost. It's like the proof nails it because it takes your breath away a little bit. You're like, what the heck? It coats the mouth. It finishes so strong. Like I'm still tasting it. I'm still tasting a phenomenal cherry as we go, as I speak. Glass 1 is what I would consider to be in maybe first place. I don't know, because glass 6 and glass 1 are the two fighting for the belt right now. So good. But no, Stanley Wagner Jr. Shook knows how good Klein's palate is. Shook knows. Okay, Shook is taller. He has bigger muscles. He is... Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I can't even... The words to describe Dan Shook, geez. Masterful, beautiful, 7'5", gigantic muscles, super sweet, an amazing whiskey taster, 1,000 million times better than Sean in every possible way you could ever imagine. But Klein has a better palate. Unless things have changed, we don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see a competition again. Maybe Shook the Savant has taken over, and maybe he can defeat Klein. I mean, who knows? But just based off of what I know, Klein's the winner for sure. HCC, the Whiskey Edition. Merry Christmas, Matt. Merry Christmas to you too. Your gift to me, other than the videos, is that I'm starting to talk like you. Friggin' awesome. That's awesome, dude. That's amazing. Do I talk like that all the time? Yeah, I guess I do. My 4-year-old was in the backseat of our Lamborghini yesterday. It's a Dodge Grand Lamborghini, and she opened up her bottle of water and said "America," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're the best. That's why I love you." You guys want my mom to have a wrench? Jeez. It'll go right to her head. I'm just kidding. The thing is, I've got to, hey, Whiskey Central's in the chat. Shayla, I missed you. Where have you been all my life? Shayla, are you feeling better? We need to talk. Shayla, about everything, but mostly about nothing, because that's just BS sometimes. I missed you, Shayla. Where the heck have you been? I almost put my mom in timeout, but I didn't. I did something better. because she deserves it. She definitely deserves it. Oh boy, what did I miss here? I'm back to number 6 here. What's Bev cracking the whip about? Damn it, Mom, what are you doing? One more. Okay, I can't scroll up that far. If anybody can copy and paste the super chat that I missed, I will happily friggin' read it and apologize. I'm so sorry. I did miss it, and I'm sorry. But I can't scroll up that far. It won't let me here. Let's see. All right, we're down to 2. We're down to the top 2. And this is where I have to stop getting polite and start getting real. I think that's a show on YouTube or MTV or something. Okay, Shayla, I saw your name, but I didn't see what you wrote. Who's the Studley man? What did he do with Matt? Shayla, tonight, I'm literally giving away the first award as the world's top whiskey taster. This is Best Barrel Proof Bourbon of 2020. And I'm not going to come in giving it, I'm not going to give out an award wearing a t-shirt, although it's more comfortable. If I'm giving out a super serious, super exceptional, super sticker or badge or label worthy award, I wanted to do it in a sweater vest and button up shirt. The cost way more than I should have paid for it. So if the winner wants to put on their label that they won world's top whiskey taster, picture that. It's a gold emblem on their bottle, or a hanging tag that says world's top whiskey taster, best barrel proof bourbon 2020. Sounds good. And they can do it with pride, considering I'm wearing a sweater vest. Just saying. Matt is in serious mode. That's right. But you guys keep trying to kick me out of it, although I will refuse. Bubble Bath Bourbon says, is price availability factoring in at all here? Or is this going to be purely based on flavor? This is purely based on what I enjoy the most. Okay, so I said this before. There's some things out there that are very hard to find that I don't have, that I can't put in this competition. King of Kentucky would be in this competition if it were easy to get, or if it were hard to get and I had a bottle, but I don't, and I would never get one. The Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, so George T. Stagg 2020, William LaRue Weller 2020, those are not included because guess what? I can't get them. The world's top whiskey taster, according to Bardstown Bourbon Company, cannot get a bottle, and I will never get a bottle. But if I had a bottle, it would be in the competition, but I don't. So I think that it kind of speaks for itself, saying that, like, I did get very lucky and got a bottle of E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, and not a lot of people can, but I did get a bottle of that, so it's in the competition. But this is based purely on how I feel. Like, it's based purely on the bourbon. I did include Rare Breed, Wild Turkey Rare Breed, as a control bourbon because it is an available, affordable, relatively easy to find barrel proof bourbon that it's cheaper than the rest, it's easier to find than the rest, and I wanted to know, how does it stack up against my top 5 barrel proof bourbons this year, which are much more difficult to acquire. So Rare Breed is in here somewhere for that reason, because I want to know how much better are these than that, if at all, and You know, that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. Jeez Louise. Hey, Whiskey Central just got off the Christmas call with the family. Jeez, finally, right? All right. Kaylin Brubaker talking to Shayla because talking. All right, and I got to taste number 6. This was the one that I got to the end of the line and I put in first place. Now I need to find out if number 6 is better than number 1. Weird. Let's go. Down the hatch. Oh my gosh. 277 watching. Amazing. Tremendous. Unbelievable. Merry Christmas to all of you if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate it, then I still love you. And I still love the finish on glass 6. Oh my gosh. Oaky. Black cherry. Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia ice cream mixed with dark chocolate, caramel, nougat. It's like a Three Musketeers bar went crazy and mated with an oak tree. And then that baby grew up and mated with a black cherry, a black cherry Garcia ice cream. And then their offspring grew up and developed into a strong, muscular person who was just incredible and just ran for president and won all the electoral votes and couldn't be stopped and solved world hunger and world peace and just was. They were on the first $1 million bill. What the heck? Glass 6 is out of this world. And I love it. And I don't know what it is, but I think that I want more of it. And I need to taste glass number 1 just to make sure that glass number 6 is the winner, because Shayla didn't hit the like button. What the heck? You almost booted yourself. Smart thinking. But then you realize that you could just hit the like button. Smarter thinking. 504 Bourbon Hunter, $5 super chat, says nothing. And that's all right. All right. Everyone watch out. Mama got a wrench. Yes, she does. Mama got a wrench. I love my mama. I love my mama. She's the best. She's all smiles. Mom, I can't wait to see you next month. Really cannot wait to see you. Miss you so much. I haven't seen my mom and dad move all over the place because winter and stuff. And then my family moves all over the place because travel nursing and stuff. And this year it got all out of whack. Where they're here and we're there. And then they're here and we're there. And then we're here and then they're there. So I haven't seen my parents in forever. But next month, it's over. All the hugs. And you get to listen to all the crying and the fit throwing and all the precious sweetness that a 5 and 3-year-old girl are. And I can't wait to see you, Mom and Dad. Love you so much. All right. Tasting number 1. Tasting number 1, just to be sure that number 6 is the winner. Even though I think number 1 puts up a good fight. Let's try it again. All right. Number 6 defeats number 1. Man, after I sipped number 1, I was like, how can anything beat that? And then I sipped number 6 and I was like, what the heck? It's it's levels. It's way better. What? I don't even know. So my order goes 6, 1, 5. Now I need to determine fourth place between number 2 and number 3. So let's do that right now. My mom says it's been 15 months. That's not even okay. But 2020 happened. Okay. Number 2. Wow, okay. Number 2 has that sawdust note I was talking about, I think. That must have been number 2. Oh man, is number 3 better than that? Let's try number 3. Then we'll make it official. Okay. Good. Oh, I'm glad I did that. So I have my top 5 barrel proof bourbons of 2020 in front of me and in order, which is incredible. I did it with the precision of what has to be precise. Let me think. I did it with so much precision and with so much accuracy and with so much athleticness, obviously. But I think that I nailed this. Okay, I am very confident that my order is how I would order this every single night if I did it again. And that's obviously not true because everything changes. But my first place is in a definite first place. My second, third, and fourth place are much closer together. They are, what would you say? Let me think. Scratching my neck. First place is in first place 100%. Second, third, and fourth place I could see switching up by day. All 3 of those are amazing. And fifth place is definitely my 5th favorite barrel strength bourbon of 2020. I don't think that it competes with 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that it's an outlier a little bit. A little bit of the dusty sawmill, a little bit of peanut on there. It's good. It's phenomenal. If I were to sip that by itself, tremendous. But drinking it next to these other 4, it's in 5th place, which is, let's just say that it's top 5 barrel strength bourbons of 2020. That's tremendous. Like, guess what? Sell yourself a bronze sticker and put that on your bottle because it's so amazing. And then there's 6th place because we did 6th. And 6th was not even competition for number 5. So number 1 is a standout. 2, 3, and 4 are right there with each other and amazing. Number 5 is a little bit past that, but still ridiculously good. And then the number 6 is what I would consider to be not in the running at all. Still really good. I really enjoyed it, but it's just not in the running. And that's what I got to say about that. And if you're ready for the reveal, let me know. There's 295 in chat. 295. That's it. Can we hit 300? If we hit 300, I'll give away a bottle of Eagle Rare. Let's hit 300. Let's hit 300. I'll give away a bottle of Eagle Rare. Come on. 300. 296. 296. Come on. Come on, 300. Is it going to happen? Who's to say? All I know is that I'm about to reveal my best barrel proof bourbon of 2020, and there's 296 watching. 296. Robotics says pretty much a 3-way tie for second then. Not tonight. No, not tonight. Tonight I have a clear second, third and fourth. I'm not saying that they're all lumped in together. What I'm saying is that on any given night, I could see myself switching 2, 3, and 4. That makes sense. Number 1 is a standout. 2, 3, and 4 tonight, I placed in an order that I'm comfortable. There's 300. We hit 300. Hells yes. 300 people in chat. Amazing. I love it. Of course it counts if you get on your wife's phone. Hit the thumbs up while you're at it. Hit the thumbs up. Everybody hit the thumbs up. And we're giving away a bottle of Eagle Rare. Here we go. I got it right here. Here's a bottle of Eagle Rare. We're going to give it away. Going to give it away. Give 309. 309. Incredible. It's incredible. So I wouldn't say that there's a 3-way tie for second. I would say that tonight it goes this way. On a different night, it could go a different way. But, all right. This is an old school giveaway. An old school giveaway. It's a trivia question. Hold on. Let me see what kind of. Let me do this. This is good. This is good. I'm giving away a bottle of Eagle Rare to the first person in chat. See, we're not doing it by super chats tonight. Although I appreciate every single super chat I've gotten. Tonight is about giving. And if you are here watching on Christmas, you all deserve a chance to win. And hopefully you are all viewers of the channel. Let's see here. All right. Trivia question. The first person in chat who says it is the winner of the bottle of Eagle Rare. On day 14 of this Advent calendar in the year 2020, what was the bottle I was tasting on day 14? First person in the chat that gets the right answer, on my end, the first person I see gets a bottle of Eagle Rare. So, day 14, what was the bottle that I reviewed on the Advent calendar? It was blind and I didn't know until the end. Sugar Kitty says the answer is Glitterbeard. That's not right. Ben Demon Hunter says Canada. Not right. We got 1792 Foolproof. Not right. Eagle Rare. Nope. Turkey. Nope. Malort. That's not right. Stag Jr. That's not right. Someone says I'm out. That's not right. Smash 300 right in the face. Night Train Fireball. Boom. Stephen Kemper. I think you got it. I think you were the first one. Let me go back. Let me scroll back. Stephen Kemper. Stephen Kemper is the winner. Day 14 of the Advent calendar this month was Old Tub. And Rolando Ozario right after. Paul Cretow right after. Holy cow. Like, how did you guys know that? I don't even know how you knew that. All right. Stephen Kemper, send me an email at, it's really easy to remember, ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com with your hand delivering address information, and I will have a bottle of Eagle Rare hand delivered to your home or your place of business or your delivery destination for a hand delivery. Just let me know. ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com. If you don't email me, I can't help you. So do it. That's email. Yes, Old Tub. Geez, that was pretty quick. Steven says, I watched every one of them too. Rub-a-dub-dub in a tub. Gregory Wyatt, first time ever on this channel that deserves a sip. Heck yeah, sip it up. Sip it up, brother. All right, let's do the reveal. See, it's funny because I spaced these out like Sixth place is like way back, and then fifth place is like here, and then fourth, third, and second is like in the middle, and then first place is like way over here. So in sixth place tonight, sixth place, I didn't even have to drink much of it because 2 sips is all it took for me to determine that this bourbon was not the best barrel proof bourbon of 2020. Wow. Okay. It's really good. It's nutty though. Then it's gone. I love this. But what is it? The difference let me put it this way. I thought that Rare Breed would be in last place going in. That's why I put it in here. It's the control bourbon. I put Rare Breed as the control bourbon because I wanted to know what the difference is between an affordable, easy to find Rare Breed versus my best barrel proof bourbon of 2020. And let me say this. Whatever came in sixth place versus whatever came in first place, they're miles and miles apart. Although sixth place is really good and lovable and enjoyable, and I do not dislike it in the least bit, it does not do what the first place pour does. The first place pour is on a different planet, in a different solar system, a different galaxy, maybe. Do I know a lot about space? No. That's about as far as I get. But in sixth place is it says RB. That's Rare Breed. The control bourbon worked. Oh, jeez Louise. I was concerned for a second. The nuttiness that came off the Rare Breed had me thinking this was an Elijah Craig the entire time. I thought that sixth place was going to be an Elijah Craig, but I do get some nuttiness off turkey sometimes. So, in distant sixth place is Rare Breed. Still tremendous, still very good, but not my top barrel proof bourbon of 2020, and not by a long shot. Still good though. That's why I did the damn friggin' control bourbon. It worked out like I thought it should. Damn, that was a magnificent smart move on my part. Bourbon Beginning says, the better question would have been what you drank on day 6, which was actually day 9. That wasn't true. It was day 2 and day 7. Because the 2 looked like a 7 upside down. All right. So in last place on this flight was Rare Breed. Now we're getting to my top. Okay. Rare Breed is not my 6th favorite bourbon of 2020. It's not my 6th. I just put it in there as a control. So now we're into my top 5 barrel proof bourbons of 2020. This is literally groundbreaking stuff. The world's top whiskey taster. This is like a bronze medal. It's number 5. Number 5 on my list of best barrel proof bourbons of 2020 is glass number 2. Okay. Still good, but not making me go crazy. Glass number 2 is, drum roll please, bum. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B520 is my 5th favorite barrel strength bourbon of 2020. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Spin it. Batch B520. And it was good, but on that one, there is a little bit of nut factory mixed with sawdust factory. What's my mom telling me? Oh, see, my mom, yeah, she's like, I watch all his videos, asshole. And his videos, he's smarter than 6 and 9, but he got his 2 and 7 confused. You jerk. I love you, Mom. Thanks for having my back. That's DJ Beak says, you tell him. That's funny. It was 2 and 7. The 2 upside down looked like a 7. All right. Now, when I first tasted Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B520, over the moon. I loved it so much. And if I ever pour myself a little bit of it, same thing. So good. It's phenomenal. But there are levels to this. And we're working up the ladder right now. So there are 4 other barrel strength bourbons from 2020 that I liked more than that, which is crazy because B520 was amazing. So good. And also, let me say this. 325 in chat. That's a new record. That's a new record. Just pin it on the board. Pin it on the billboard at work so that all your coworkers have to come into work and look at the board at work and be like, 325. What does that even mean? And you're like, you don't even know about Whiskey Tube. And they're like, why would I care? And you're like, you would care if you knew. 325 is a new record for Porter. Heck yeah, 325. I love all of you so much. So, my fifth place, the victor in 5th place is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B520. In 4th place, my 4th favorite bourbon, barrel proof bourbon of 2020 goes to glass number 3. And glass number 3 did not have as many imperfections as I thought that the B520 did. And when I say imperfections, I feel like such a snob, and I'm so sorry, because I'm not. I freaking love all these. Wow, I should just not do this, because I'm making myself sick by saying not as many flaws, whatever. 327, new record. Love it. Love it. John Reese says Old Tub, 20 minutes late, but still got the right answer. DJ Beacon says 3:30 watching, time to call on the dogs and piss on the fire. This hunt is over. Heck yeah. 3:33 on Christmas night. I love each and every one of you. Prancer and Dancer and Donner and Vixen and Rudolph and Schmancer and President Nixon. Whoever your favorite reindeer are, I love all of you. 3:33. Good grief. All right. Jordan Kowalski says, wow, he's slurring. It's not slurring. It's just friggin' 2 hours and 15 minutes deep of barrel proof bourbon. And it's not slurring. It's just words moving together. Jordan. All right. In 4th place is tremendous. So good. So good. But 4th place has the medicinal note, the Hall's cough drop note that is there, but it's there. And I can't get over it. But I do like it a lot. It's so good. In 4th place for Barrel Strength Bourbon of the Year is Stag Junior Batch 14. Good grief. Good gravy. Good night. That's 4th place. Which is weird because on the Mash and Drums live stream on Wednesday, I did a flight of bourbons to see if any of those bourbons could make it into this flight. And the winner of that flight that got put into this flight tonight was E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof 2020, which means that E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is in the top 3, along with Kentucky Owl Batch 10 and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C920. Interesting, and also climactic, whatever that word is. You know what I'm talking about. And this is a serious award. I would imagine that the winner of this will put a hanging tag on their bottle next year saying, "World's best barrel proof bourbon," according to the world's top whiskey taster. And I don't blame them. So it's a tremendous opportunity for them and for me. So there's that. Zach Andrews, $5 super chat says, "You're just speaking in cursive." That's right. All right. Third place. It smells good. Oh, wow. That's breakfast. And I love it. As I taste through these, there is no hesitation. I'm not wondering if I made the wrong or right choice. These are all the right choices. This is glass third place, which is what I would consider to be much better than fourth place, is glass number 5. In third place, my third favorite barrel proof bourbon of 2020 goes to, I'm going to look. Ooh. Kentucky Owl Batch 10. So, the most expensive bottle retail in this bunch is my third favorite bourbon of 2020. Now, one would ask, Matt, are you upset that you paid that much for this bottle considering it's not as good as, wow, what the heck? I just realized Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C920 is leaps and bounds what I would consider to be better than this. I paid $59.99 for the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and I paid way more for the Kentucky Owl. The Kentucky Owl is different. This is breakfast in a glass. It's very good. It's my third favorite barrel proof bourbon of 2020, but it's much more expensive. It's so good though. I just realized that there's an Elijah Craig still alive in this contest. And now I'm wondering, what the heck? Okay. So weird. All right. I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. The first place pour is what I would consider to be a runaway winner. It's not close. Second place is phenomenal, fantastic, wonderful. It's so good, but not nearly as good as the first place. Second place. First place. I'm just gonna go with the winner. I'm gonna reveal the winner. That way, we'll know who the runner-up is after I reveal the winner. It comes down to Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C920 or E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof from 2020. And the winner is the winner by a country mile, whatever that means, but it means a lot. So this is the winner. I'm going to smell it. taste it. What the heck? Even after all of that barrel proof bourbon, this one still stands out as ridiculously good in the winter. And if I told you I thought that I knew which one it was, I'd be lying, because at this point, I just do not know. I thought that I did not know the Kentucky Owl was in third. I thought the Kentucky Owl was going to be the winner. Totally wrong. Third place. The winner tonight. And the world's top whiskey tasters best barrel proof bourbon of 2020 is awarded to no shit. No way. Okay. And a winner by a long shot. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C920. Destroyed. Holy shit. Like, really destroyed. Oh my gosh. I need more of this. I only have this much. Somebody send Porter more of this. Oh my goodness. Okay, Heaven Hill. Like, whatever. Okay, the C batches have been a favorite of other people. Like, the C919 was a favorite. The C918 was a favorite. The C917 was a favorite of people. This is incredible. This beats out this. I have not shot my Whiskey of the Year video yet, my American Whiskey of the Year video, but to be my barrel proof bourbon of the year and the most affordable bourbon in the running says a lot. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say. Holy shit. It was weird because, like I said, when you start tasting these back to back to back, someone mentioned earlier that, like, I know which bottle is which, or like which glass is which. And I start to think that I do that. But then when I start to reveal, things start to become a surprise. So when I said third place was Kentucky Owl, I was like, Porter, you're totally wrong. I did not think that, which was weird. I thought that was probably in first or second place, but then again, that's why we do it blind. That's why we taste through them. Unbelievable. Like, all right, we're not going to count the rare breed because the rare breed was the control. It was a 44. The rare breed is a $45 barrel strength bourbon. It came in last place, but that was the control. It should have came in last place. I thought it would, but it could also be a surprise. Fifth place was an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch B520, which is $60. Fourth place, Stag Junior Batch 14, which is, I mean, on retail shelf, if they sold it for retail price, it's $50, but nobody does that. You can't find it. If you can find it, it's on the black market and it's so expensive. So it's hard to say what the price is of a Stag Junior. It's whatever you're willing to pay. In third place was Kentucky Owl Bourbon Batch 10, which is $300. And it's a tremendous pour, and I love it. And I'm so happy I have a bottle of it. It's much different than the other ones I tasted. There was Heaven Hill, Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill Buffalo Trace, which is, so it's a completely different blend, which is why it was different. But it just come alive on the palate like the top two, which was E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, which again, I mean, retail $90, but You're not going to find it at that price unless, of course, yeah, geez, it's so hard to find at that price. So hard. You'll never do it. There's a few people who do it, but not everybody. And then in first place was the friggin' September batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And it won by a long shot. So damn good. So damn good. Unbelievable and incredible. What does chat have to say about it? What does chat have to say? All of the other reviewers were hyping B520. C920 crushes it. Says, yeah, well, I think that, okay, I was the same way. I tasted B520 and I was like, this is tremendous, because it is. But C920 is like, it's on a different level. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Colin Baines has just picked it up for $70 the other day. Shelf had at least 6 bottles there. Might need to head back to the store. Did you open it yet? Did you taste it yet? If you tasted it yet, then you'll know that you need to go back. Son of a bitch. C920 should be $300 on the secondary. I agree. It's weird because there are some things that are honestly, all right. I'm going to pull back the curtain. Porter's going to pull back the curtain a little bit. SG Flying High is totally slammered on Christmas night. That's fine. And Whiskey Central says, that's good. That's funny. Terrence says, tried it, blew my mind. Went out and found 3 more bottles. It's crazy. It's one of the most, man, it's on one hand, it's like, I want to shout the praises of Heaven Hill and being like, dude, this Elijah Craig Barrel Proof you put out is phenomenal. On the other hand, I don't want to, because I'll never find one ever again. If the word gets out, so I would say that going into this flight, I've only tried the Kentucky Owl Batch 10 once, and I thought it was phenomenal. And I thought it was going to be at the top. And it was number 3. I thought that Stag Junior Batch 14 was going to be leading the pack, and that E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof was going to be up there with it. I knew that the Elijah Craig C920 was tremendous and crazy and out of control good, but I didn't know how it was going to stand up against Stag Junior Batch 14 and Kentucky Owl. I didn't. Come to find out, incredible, amazing, out of this world. It's the best one, the best pour out of the bunch for sure. So cool. And with that, I would like to say that Heaven Hill, next year, on your hanging tag, you can put a little label or a little medallion that says World's Top Whiskey Taster, Best Barrel Proof Bourbon 2020. That sounds so good. It sounds good. And it looks good. All 309 pounds of it. Looks phenomenal. I haven't tried the Stag Junior Batch 15, though. Man, I wonder how that is. Probably pretty good. I just coded a bot to buy it all. Thanks. No problem. All right, guys and gals. It's 12:30. Oh, SG Flying High. Just geez. The new Jack Daniel's Rye is good. Not great to me, but good. It's great. The Jack Daniel's Rye is phenomenal. And I just opened one last night. It's so damn good. So damn good. I love it a lot. How does it compare to other stuff? I don't know. It is in my... Okay. I have the videos I have coming up. Best Bourbon of the Year. Best American Whiskey of the Year. And I might do a Best Rye of the Year. Not quite sure. But the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye will be in the running for the Best American Whiskey of the Year. And I'm going to do a blind flight with everything I think that competes for that, including some of these and other American whiskeys to see if it contends. But I think it's a contender. It's a great, great rye. So good, so damn good. Noticed recent whiskey tube hype has made rare breed harder to find in the last month. I mean, who knows if it's related or not? It could be, maybe not. I mean, last year, literally this time last year, Fred Minnick, who's one of the top whiskey critics on planet Earth, said that rare breed was better than the entire Buffalo Trace Antique collection. That was like last October or November. He literally blind tasted them and put rare breed in front of Stag and Weller. He put those in front of everything. So it's hard to believe that this year rare breed is getting a push from Whiskey Tube when last year Minnick put rare breed in front of the entire Buffalo Trace Antique collection. Just saying. Just saying. Robotic says you must do a rye video. All right. If that is what you are demanding, I will do it. So I'm not I don't want to be fearful of you, Robotic. All right. Paul says, thanks for the great stream tonight. Watch out for flying phones. Oh my gosh, dude. So the next morning I was texting with Michael Klein and I was like, dude, I tried to roll over in bed last night and I caught my eye. Like I fell asleep listening to your stream and with earphones in, and I caught my cell phone right to my eyeball. I got a black eye. And he's like, that's the funniest text I've gotten in a long time. You can't make that shit up. Like literally. Look at that. It's, hold on. If I can get it in there. So stupid. But it was weird because it's in the middle of the night. Like I was in the middle of art. I was having the best dreams. And then the cell phone hit me right in the eyeball. And I remember thinking, that hurts a lot. You will have a black eye from this. The next morning, woke up, went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh shit. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, yep, that's a black eye. The first black eye I've had since, no clue, probably middle school. I can get you a bottle of Alberta Premium Cask Strength if you do a rye video. Whiskey Ader. I do not have a bottle of that I do not have a bottle of that there Alberta rye. I'm from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and the stores up here, we just don't get that. We don't get it. So it's up to you. Send it. We don't get that. We don't. I mean, if you want, I mean, that's up to you. Send me an email. ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com. Send me an email. I'm never going to ask for bottles ever in a million years. I will never ask anybody for a bottle of anything because that feels weird and that feels ridiculously stupid and pretentious and stuck up, and I don't deserve anything. I really don't. I'm a guy who deserves nothing. But if you want to send me a bottle of Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye, I will taste it and put it in the running for sure. My mom. Okay. All right. Let's hear it. Tantric Ninja says, Minnick is no ADHD. He dances awkwardly. New sheriff in town. Nah. No, Fred's the best. Smart guy. Paul says, great stream tonight. Watch out for the flying phones. That's okay. And I remember that you already said that. Okay, Mom. What was my first black eye? Mother, tell me about my first black eye. I don't even know. I don't even know what it was. So this is kind of funny for me. Let's hear about it. We're going to hear my mother's story about my first black eye, and then we're going to call it a night. For sure. For sure. Caitlin Brubaker says, story time. Did he shoot his eye out with a Red Ryder BB gun? Nah. It was probably my brother punching my face in. or my brother's friend punching my face in? We'll find out shortly. Come on, Mom. Let's hear it. Come on, Mom. Did you give it to him? She might have. Who knows? Look at it. Oh my God. It is pretty banged up. It's not pretty. It's not great. Definitely not great. Jamie says, I love that your mom watches these. Me too. Is it weird that my mom watches these? A little bit. Do I know if my dad watches these? I don't. Which is funny because my dad loves whiskey. My dad's a bourbon drinker. My dad is the one who introduced me to bourbon whiskey. My mom doesn't drink it, but she's very supportive, obviously. So I don't even know if he watches them. But it is funny that my mom does. See at Caitlin Brubaker. The heck? What did she? My mom says, oops. I was 2 years old, jumping from one bed to another in a motel in North Dakota. What the hell were we doing in North Dakota? What the heck? Come on. That's like me telling this story 34 years from now, telling my little girl we were in some Airbnb in Connecticut, which would make sense because we were. But hey, gotta jump from bed to bed. Gotta do it. Gotta freaking do it. All right. There's 226 people in here that I want to say thank you to. I love each and every one of you so much. You're all amazing. I love you guys. Incredible. I can't believe we hit a new record tonight, like 330 people. 330 people for my first official award. Just a guy in a sweater vest, just handing out awards to the best barrel-proof bourbon on the planet in 2020, which happened to be Elijah Craig. Phenomenal. So damn good. All right. With that being said, I love all of you. It's been a great day. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Magical. There's magic in the air, and I freaking just love it so much. And my name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. This was the first official award ceremony of the world's top whiskey taster, and it just went off without a hitch, or only a couple. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on counting down the days until next Christmas. And striving to be a better person, striving to be on the nice list, striving to treat people better, and just smiling much, much more this year. Because 2021 is going to be a year of just thumbs ups, slaps on the asses, high fives, knucks, and no social distancing. And if it is a time of social distancing, then we'll give each other slaps on the asses from 6 feet away. And love it. Good night, everybody. Love you all so much.